just got in a car accident and now you're staring at a pile of paperwork, endless calls from insurance adjusters, and no idea what you're supposed to say or not say. It feels like if you say one wrong thing, your entire claim could fall apart and the insurance company isn't going to help you figure it out. But here's the truth that most folks don't hear. Making a solid car accident claim in Indiana is way simpler than you think if you know what to focus on. I'm Guy DiMartino. I've handled hundreds of personal injury cases across Indiana, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 things that make your claim smoother, faster, and way less stressful, so you get the medical care and compensation that you deserve without spending hours chasing down adjusters or fighting through red tape. Let's dive right into the first secret, and it's a big one. Don't wait to get medical care after a car accident, even if you feel totally fine. I can't tell you how many times a client has walked into my office days or even weeks after an accident saying, "I didn't want to overreact. The pain just started." Here's what you need to know. In Indiana, your medical records are the backbone of your car accident claim. Insurance companies love to see gaps in treatment because they can use that against you. They'll argue, if you were really hurt, why didn't you go to the doctor right away? Let's say you're rear-ended at a stoplight in Gary, Indiana. You exchange information, your car has a dented bumper, but adrenaline is kicking in, so you feel okay. You go home, rest, and 2 days later, you notice your neck is stiff and you're getting headaches. This is incredibly common. Some injuries like whiplash or soft tissue damage don't show up until hours or even days after the accident. Here's what the insurance adjuster will do when they see you waited to seek care. They'll offer you a lowball settlement, or they may even deny your claim outright. They'll say the injury could have happened anywhere, not just in the accident. But if you had gone to urgent care or an ER right away, even just to get checked out, you'd have a direct record linking your injuries directly to the accident. So secret number 1 is simple. Don't tough it out. Get checked out. Not just for your health, but to protect your claim. Even if you think it's just soreness, I'm just stiff. That note in your medical chart could make all the difference 3-6 months later or a year later. The second secret to making your Indiana car accident claim easy is document, document, document. I always tell clients your phone is your best friend after a crash. Right after the accident, if you're physically able and it's safe, start taking pictures and videos. You want to shoot both cars, the other driver's license plate, the position of the cars on the road, the intersection, and any skid marks or debris. Get close-ups of damage, but also wide shots to show the whole scene. Indiana law requires police to file a crash report if there are injuries or significant property damage, but don't assume their report will have everything you need. Sometimes police officers, even though they do their job, are just lazy. And it's not just the cars. Take photos of any visible injuries, no matter how minor. Bruises, cuts, swelling, they all fade over time, especially if you have a seatbelt mark. Make sure to document that. You can hold it, you don't have to give it up right away, but sometime later on down the road, it might make the difference between making your case and breaking your case. Trust me, weeks or later or months later, when the insurance company is asking if you really hurt, these photos are worth their weight in gold. And don't stop there. Get the names and contact info for any witnesses and jot down that information in your own notes about what happened. You have your notes app, you have Siri, just get on there and do a voice note to yourself just so you can document things that have happened at that point in time. This voice memo on your phone could help you capture important details that you'll forget over time. Here's a real story. I once had a client in South Bend who was sideswiped by a delivery van. Her quick thinking, snapping photos of the car and the van's logo, and recording the witness's comments on her phone led to a quick settlement. That was evidence that truly helped. The delivery company initially denied everything, but her photo evidence left them with no argument. So remember, use your phone to gather as much evidence as you can right from the start. You never know what detail will save your claim, so assume everything is important. Now let's talk about the third secret. Be careful about what you say and to whom you say it. This one trips up more people than you might think. In Indiana, you're required to report the crash to police if there are injuries or death or property damage over $1,000. You should also notify your own insurance company shortly after the accident. But here's the thing. When it's time to speak with the other driver's insurance company, when they call, tread very carefully. The insurance adjuster may call and act super friendly, asking I have a few questions. They might say things like, we just want to get your side of the story. We want to make this easy for you. But they're trained to get you to say things that can hurt your claim. Even a small slip like saying, I'm feeling all right, or I wasn't really paying attention, can be twisted later on and used against you. I had a client from Fort Wayne who, in his first call with the at-fault driver's insurance company, mentioned he was already feeling better. Months later, when his pain got worse and he needed physical therapy, the adjuster quoted his words back to him. When I spoke to you, you said you were feeling better. And the insurance adjuster tried to deny the claim for any further medical treatment. Next, when you speak to them, don't try to be polite and say, I'm okay, when you're not. Honestly, you don't even have to talk to the other side's insurance company at all. Just refer them to your attorney. If you must talk to them, stick to the basics. The who, what, when, and where. But not how you feel or who's to blame for the accident, or saying things like, I really don't know how far I was, or I wasn't really paying attention, or I was distracted. Stay away from that stuff. And don't post about the accident on social media. Adjusters look for any reason to deny or limit your claim, and your Facebook or Instagram post can come back to haunt you. All right, you ready? Secret number 4, don't jump at the first settlement offer. This is where a lot of people get tripped up, especially in Indiana, where insurance companies are known for quick lowball offers. Right after your accident, you might get a call from the other driver's insurance company offering you a check. They'll say something like, hey, this will help you move on. This is the best we're going to do. You might be tempted, after all. Medical bills are piling up, your car needs repairs, and you want to get the whole thing behind you and move on with the rest of your life. But here's the catch. In Indiana, once you sign the release and you take the money, the claim is over. You can't go back for more, even if your injuries turn out to be worse than you thought. I remember a case in Michigan City where my client accepted $1,500 offer from the insurance company 3 days after the fender bender. She thought it was just for pain and some car repairs. 2 weeks later, she needed surgery for a torn ligament in her shoulder. Because she already signed away her rights, there was nothing that I could do. I couldn't on-sign away her rights. Don't let this happen to you. Never settle until you know the full nature and extent of your injuries and you've reached a point of medical improvement, a point where you are as good as you are going to get. If you're still in pain, if you're still seeing doctors, if you're just unsure about the future, that's a sign you should wait. There's no hurry. It's okay to say no. Let them know you need more time or you're thinking about talking to a lawyer. That puts you back in control of your claim. Last but not least, don't be afraid to get help. This is the 5th and final secret, and honestly, it's what ties all the other secrets together. Making a car accident claim can be at times overwhelming. Dealing with paperwork, phone calls, bills, pressure from insurance adjusters, body shops, sometimes police investigations, all can be overwhelming. The good news is this: you don't have to do it alone. An experienced Indiana personal injury attorney can take the stress off of your plate, handle the tricky conversations with insurance companies, and make sure you don't miss any important steps along the way. A lot of people worry about the cost of hiring a lawyer. Here's the truth. Most personal injury lawyers in Indiana, myself included, don't charge anything up front. We get paid only if we win your case. That means we have every reason to fight for your best outcome. Let me share a quick example. A client from Portage came to me after an insurance company offered him $3,000. After we gathered more medical information, found an overlooked weakness, and negotiated hard, we settled his claim for nearly 40 grand. He didn't have to worry about paperwork or calls, and he got the treatment that he needed without the stress of dealing with the insurance company. An attorney can also help you understand Indiana comparative fault rules. For example, if you're found to be partly at fault for the accident, you can still recover damages as long as you're less than 51% responsible. But the amount you will get will be reduced by your percentage of fault. So it's key to have someone on your side at these times fighting for you and fighting for the liability determination. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or just want to make sure your claim is handled the right way, don't hesitate to reach out for help. That's what we are here for. Now let's recap what you just learned. Number 1, get medical care immediately, even if you don't think you're hurt. Number 2, document everything. Use your phone at the scene and after. Number 3, be careful about what you say. Don't give away information that can be used against you. Number 4, never take the first offer. You could be leaving thousands on the table. And finally, get the help if you need it. An Indiana personal injury lawyer can make the process smooth and stress-free. That's how you make your Indiana car accident claim easy and protect your legal rights every step of the way. If you're wondering, is it worth it to hire a lawyer after a minor accident? Don't miss our next video. We break down when you can handle things on your own and when an attorney makes all the difference, including some surprising facts insurance companies hope you never hear. Click over to Is It Worth It to Hire a Lawyer After a Minor Car Accident Claim right now. Protect your peace of mind and your wallet. I'll see you over there.